So the Residential Sound Installation Committee meeting will now come to order. Maura, could you call the roll, please?
Sure. Bensonville.
Here.
City of Chicago 41st Ward.
Here.
Des Plaines. Melrose Park.
Here.
Norridge.
Here.
Park Ridge.
Here.
Rosemont.
Here.
Schiller Park. And I see Wooddale was here. Oh yeah, Wooddale, are you participating?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have a quorum.
Excellent. I'd like to do the Pledge of Allegiance real quick. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So does anyone have any questions or concerns regarding the approval of the minutes from the September 29th meeting? If not, I'd like a motion and a second for the approval.
Motion, we approve the minutes. Second by Norridge.
Okay, motion by Frank and our friend Brian. We have a roll call, please.
Bensonville.
Yes.
City of Chicago 41st Ward.
Yes.
Melrose Park.
Yes.
Norridge.
Yes.
Park Ridge.
Yes.
Rosemont.
I'll abstain. I was not present at that meeting.
Sure. And Schiller Park. Let's see, and Wooddale.
Abstain.
Motion carries.
Thank you. So now we'll talk about the RSIP odorous window status. Aaron?
Good morning, Chairman. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Aaron. Good morning.
I'm actually going to have Doug do the report this morning. Doug's going to take you through some quick highlights regarding odorous windows, and then he'll take you through updates for phases 17, 18, and 19. Doug,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to give a little reminder. Last meeting, we talked about the notice that was given to homeowners. So I'm going to pull up on my screen here just to show you where we have this notice posted on the flashchicago.com website. Under the community page, I'm going to go to O'Hare, and then under sound insulation program, there's some separate tabs down here, one of which is RSIP odorous windows. So when we go to odorous windows, there's this notice right on the top. And this is a reminder to you guys, we talked about it last time. The 6-month period for requesting odor inspections in accordance with the state law began on August 20th and will end on February 21st. So this notice really informs people that they must call the program office to request an odor inspection. And there's a lot of additional information on this odorous page, but I wanted to jump down here on the bottom to give you a little update on the notices that were given to homeowners and to legal notices in newspapers. So in this August 2021 section here, there's a link here to the letter that was dated August 16th and distributed to over 21,000 homeowners within the next couple days, August 17th and 18th. So that went to over 11,000 homes at O'Hare. So again, this notice went to everyone who received sound installation as part of the residential sound installation program. And then right below that are the 3 newspaper notices. One was put in the Chicago Tribune on August 20th, the Polish Daily News on August 27th, the Southwest News Herald on August 27th, and Fin de Semana on August 28th. So Fin de Semana was for the Spanish-speaking community, and the Polish Daily News for the Polish-speaking community. And then an additional notice was published in 5 different newspapers in October. So the Chicago Tribune on October 20th, 2021. And again, these notices are just reminders of that February 21st date, that they must call us by February 21st. And then again, for the Polish speaking community, the Polish Daily News on October 22nd. Southwest News Herald on October 27th, and Reflejo.
22nd, Doug.
22nd, yes, sorry about that. And then for the Spanish-speaking community, the Fin de Semana newspaper ceased publication. So we published it in 2 additional newspapers for the Spanish-speaking community. One was Reflejos for the community near O'Hare, and that was published in October 22nd. And the other one was La Raza for the Spanish-speaking community near Midway, and that was published on October 22nd. So there will be 1 more round of newspaper notice, legal notice publications, and that should go in July. So those were done just to make sure people have an opportunity, additional opportunities to be informed of this deadline to request odor inspections. So a little update of how many inspections were done so far. For the homes near O'Hare, inspections were complete on 704 homes. And of those 704, 385 of those homes have a confirmed odor. But we continue to work on this, continue to conduct odor inspections in homes. And we have an additional 855 home odor inspections pending for those homes near O'Hare. And those are scheduled nearly every day throughout the time period between now and the end of February. And also as a reminder, just so you're aware, the odor inspections do not need to be conducted by February 21st. It's just that February 21st date is just when the homeowner has to request an inspection from the program. So we anticipate that additional odor inspections will be conducted next spring, next summer, as time goes on, to get all of those conducted. That's a quick little update on the progress of the odorous issue. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Doug, you said that the next legal was going out. I thought you said in July, probably January.
I'm sorry. I meant to say in December. So it was 2 months apart is what we did.
Okay.
August, October, and December is what we're targeting.
Okay, thank you. Doug, Frank from 41st Ward here. Are the letters that you send out addressed to the named resident or to occupant? And have any of them been returned as undeliverable?
So we've done some large mailings in the past, and a lot of times.
Just click on that before you answer, click on the file so that we can show Frank what the letter looks like, since it's a PDF on the website.
Oh.
And then go ahead with your answer.
Good point. So yes, in the past, when we've done large mailings to people, if we put the specific homeowner's name on the letter or even on the envelope, we get a lot of returned mail. So with this go around, since a lot of these homes may have changed hands over the years, over the last 20 some years, we decided that it would be more strategic to put current homeowner. So at least the current homeowner would open that letter. So of the 21,000 letters that went out, we did get approximately 130 letters returned to us. A lot of those were from homes that have no occupant in them, or there was no receptacle, so the post office couldn't put a letter somewhere. So we have followed up with all of those letters so far to try and get those letters into the hands of the homeowner. So I believe everybody has been notified. There's a few stragglers that we're still trying to work out, and it's mainly for people buildings that are unoccupied. So we're trying to figure out how to get to the homeowner there.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I have some experience with sending out letters
Yeah.
from a business, and I know sometimes the best you try isn't enough. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
You said there were 380 some confirmed odors. Are those windows that were just put in recently or that go way back 20 years?
That's a wide range. I don't have the specific numbers, but I would suspect it was from home.
Can we use, did we upload some basic data to the webpage that we can show, Brian?
It's not that important. I was just curious if there were the windows that were installed recently or stuff from way back.
No, years ago, Brian.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
it's a wide range from, 15 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. It's covers the gamut. So it's not just homes that were recently installed or ones that were installed a long time ago. It happens in many situations.
So Doug, the number that Brian quoted, is he talking about the O'Hare column that says 337 complaints validated?
Yes, that's, I actually verbally said 385 because this data is from October 26th. So I just, the data is constantly changing. So I just, verbally had some additional data from what was posted on the website here.
Yeah, Brian, what we will try to do is from time to time, we will update a newer version of this. But in the upper right, you'll see the data date, which, as Doug mentioned, was October 26th. But yeah, to the question you asked, some of the homeowners, right, the odors, the windows were installed over 10 years ago. Some of them might have just been 5 years ago.
What's surprising, Aaron, is they never complained from 10 years ago. I think this what just came up within the last 5 years.
Well, that's one of the
started at
tricky
Midway?
parts, Brian, is that the odors come later in time, right?
Okay,
For the
okay.
people experiencing odors, right? At the point of installation, there does not appear to be a problem.
Okay,
But since the odor, the primary source of the odor is that PVC coating on the window screen mesh, right? The theory is that over time, that PVC coating degrades and creates the odor. And so depending on the rate of degradation is really when the homeowner starts smelling an odor. That's why it's sort of like a latent problem. It could take 2 years, it could take 10 years.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Aaron.
Question.
Thanks.
I
Any
have
more
a question
questions?
for Aaron. We received a packet with the letters in them. It looks like they had a correction on some of the addresses. Were these just for our records or did we have to do anything with this?
Steve, those are for your records. Norma, can you answer that question for Steve?
Yeah, of course. I believe you're referring to the homes that were on North Addison Street.
It looks like it.
Yeah, in Bensonville. So our records didn't have the street direction. So we just wanted to make sure that the homeowners received the letter because there were some addresses that were included in the program that were in the north side of Addison, but there's some on the south side of Addison with the same address that were not included in the RSIP. So we wanted to make sure that that they were sent to the correct homeowners.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Chairman, are there any other questions about odorous windows?
Guess not. So we can move on to RSIP O'Hare Phase 17 status, please.
Okay, so I pulled up the Phase 17 status report here. I'm going to concentrate on Chicago historical homes. This is the Norwood Park Historical District because all the work.
Do me a favor, just highlight that column. Thanks.
This column right here. So I'm going to go through some of the updates that have happened since the last meeting. Just as a reminder, there were 132 homes that enrolled, and 3 of those homes dropped since the home inventory appointments were conducted. So we currently have 129 homes participating. We did have a contract awarded to Blinderman Construction, and their notice to proceed was issued to them on August 6th. So they have been doing a lot of preparatory work before they actually do work in homes, submittals, insurance, a lot of things like that, contractual things that they have to do before they can do work in the homes. So the next thing that would happen would be field measurement appointments in the homes. This is where they're going in and actually taking measurements of the windows and doors before they can order custom sized products for these homes. Those appointments are currently targeted to begin on December 6th. That's all contingent on some of those submittals that they're trying to finalize from some of their material suppliers. There has been a little bit of a difficulty with getting information from material suppliers right now.
No, I wouldn't say a little bit of a difficulty. I would say a fair amount of difficulty.
Yeah. So it's the delivery, everybody probably heard there's a lot of supply chain issues because of COVID-19. The thing that the contractor is working on right now is submittals, getting approved submittals before they can start the work. So that's the thing. It's really not delivery, it's the manpower to get that paperwork in properly and approved. So we're targeting for December 6th. Hopefully that will hold, might slip a few days, hopefully not. After those field measurement appointments, if everything goes well, we anticipate construction would start in these homes in the first quarter of 2022 and be completed in the third quarter of 2022. So that's really it. That's the only updates for O'Hare Phase 17 right now. Does anybody have any questions?
All right, if there's no questions, we can move on to RSIP O'Hare Phase 18 status, please.
Okay, I've got the status report up for Phase 18. Hopefully this is large enough. If anybody wants me to zoom in a little closer, I can do that. I have it zoomed in a little bit, so there's some columns there on the right. I can just pan back and forth here. So just a reminder, there's 528 homes in this program that were invited. Only 386 have enrolled so far. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. I'll get back to those numbers in a second, but we are currently conducting field measurement appointments, but I just wanted to point out that all of the home inventory appointments were complete in the past, and I'll just quickly go over the numbers by community. Bensonville 69, Chicago 100, Des Plaines 24, Norridge 1, Park Ridge 41, Rosemont 4, Schiller Park 86, Wooddale 45, unincorporated Cook County 15, and unincorporated DuPage County 1. So I'm going to scroll down to this section here where we have contract for 18A, phase 18A. We have 221 homes. And of that first construction contract, by community, it's 31 Bensonville, 47 Chicago, 12 Des Plaines, 1 Norridge, 18 Park Ridge, 2 Rosemont, 71 Schiller Park, 33 Wooddale, 6 unincorporated Cook County, and none in unincorporated DuPage County. So again, Blinderman Construction was awarded a contract for this, and their notice to proceed was issued on June 25th. They have completed almost all of their preliminary work, paperwork, submittals, insurance, all of that kind of stuff. So they did conduct, they started conducting field measurement appointments in September. And then by community, we listed the first field measurement appointment for each community there. So just to point out, overall, there's 163 that are complete, and we hope to complete all of those by Thanksgiving. But we do have a little bit of a difficulty right now. The COVID-19 7-day rolling average positivity rate in Schiller Park is above 5% and has been that way for the last 6 days. So we're taking a little bit of a pause in Schiller Park and not conducting appointments there until their positivity rate reduces. Hopefully that will go back down in the next few days so we can resume that. So just so you can see in Schiller Park, I got to scroll up here. There's 71 homes in that contract for Schiller Park, and we have completed 41 field measurement appointments. So we were hoping to get those other 30 done before Thanksgiving, but there might be some issue there if that positivity rate doesn't go back down soon.
And Doug, what's going on with Wooddale?
Wooddale, there are no issues with the positivity rate, no other zip codes, but we're just trying to schedule those additional field measurement appointments in Wooddale.
Okay.
Karen, did you have something in particular that you were?
No, I just wanted to see it was 21 out of 33, so we're doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I think the field measurement appointments have been going pretty well for this contract. So not too many issues. Just a idea on time frame. We're hoping to start construction on January 3rd in the first quarter 2022, and complete construction with this contract right near the end of that quarter. Don't have a specific date for the end, but we hope to start on the first Monday of the year. That's it for phase 18. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Okay, let's move on to phase 19 status, please. Doug, thank you.
All right, phase 19. Again, hopefully this is large enough to see. Phase 19, there were 379 homes enrolled. And I wanted to point out this next row, 752 that did not enroll, or the homeowner dropped from the program. So recently we've had a few homes just decide that they did not want to participate even after they gave their enrollment paperwork. So I want to point out this next row, home inventory is complete to date. As I go through each community, we'll talk about how many are left to do. So Bensonville has 29 enrolled and 27 home inventories complete. So there's 2 additional homes we're trying to get a hold of to schedule that appointment. In Chicago, in the non-historical homes, there's 174 enrolled and 159 home inventory appointments complete. So we are trying to get a hold of those additional 15 homeowners to schedule those appointments. The Chicago Historical, there's 5 enrolled, and we're trying to complete 1 additional home inventory appointment, trying to get a hold of that homeowner to schedule that. Des Plaines, same situation. We're trying to get a hold of 1 more homeowner so that we can complete all 14 enrolled homes in there. Norridge doesn't have anyone enrolled. Park Ridge had 75 enrolled and 74 appointments complete. Rosemont has all of the 6 homeowners enrolled have completed home inventory appointments. In Schiller Park, there were 35 enrolled and 30 appointments complete. So we're trying to get a hold of those additional 5 homeowners. In Wooddale, 29 homeowners enrolled, and we're trying to get a hold of the 2 additional homeowners so we can complete all of those inventories. Unincorporated Cook County, 6 are enrolled and all of those are complete. Same thing with DuPage County, 6 enrolled and 6 complete.
That's good work, Doug. That's not a whole lot missing.
Yeah, hopefully we can get those done soon. Just to point out, we're trying to set up 2 construction contracts for phase 19. We're hoping the first one will be 200 homes and the second one 175 homes. We won't decide which homes are in which community in the first contract until we finish all of those home inventory appointments. Because there's things like we don't want to split up a multi-unit building between 2 construction contracts, things like that. So that's it for phase 19. Any questions?
All right, Doug, thanks. Yeah, it looks like you guys made progress on phase 19, so keep up the good work. The next ONC Residential Sound Installation Committee meeting will be March 9th, 2022, via Zoom. And now we'll take comments from the audience. If there are any comments, please state your name and address, and you cannot speak longer than 3 minutes. Do we have anyone? More, anyone signed up to speak?
No, I didn't receive anything.
Okay. So at this time, we need a motion and a second to adjourn.
Ralph, excuse me, before we adjourn.
Sure.
I have a request in with the CDA and Ryan Anderson to provide us on the tech committee and the general committee to provide us with information regarding if any of the sound insulated homes are still making noise complaints to the various communities and Chicago 311. I would like to ask, with your okay, obviously, that information be shared with this committee. And since we're not meeting until next March, if they can make the information available to you and we can possibly discuss it to see if there's a problem that people with sound insulation are still complaining about noise. Would that be something that you'd be interested in? Ralph?
Sure. If that's what you're requesting, that's not a problem.
Well, I
Ask
think it would be the best type of field test that we can ever have, to where if the people who already have sound insulation are still complaining about noise, then are we just spinning our wheels here with all this money that we're spending to insulate? And is it effective? I know the CDA does tests at the individual homes to see if the sound was reduced, but if the people are still complaining, then it's really not doing what it's supposed to do. That's the point I'm trying to show.
I think we're reaching that -5 decibels that we're looking for. Isn't that correct, Aaron?
I'm sorry, Chairman, say that again.
So I'm sorry, I'm losing track here.
You were saying something about decibels?
Yeah, we're getting -5 decibels when we insulate those windows. I think more of the complaints are coming from outside. You know, once they're insulated, I think the people are quite happy. But I think once they're outside, that's where the complaints start again. But once we're meeting that -5 decibels, correct?
Right. Yes, Chairman.
And that's the goal.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But my point was to see if people who have had the insulation and the windows done, if they are still complaining. And then if they are, does it warrant some investigation to see if the 5 dB reduction was enough? Everybody started by saying, okay, we're going to reduce noise by 5 decibels. But the question should be, is that enough to make the homes livable where the same people don't have to complain about noise over and over and over? The CDA has collated all the noise complaints and narrowed them down to a small number of homes. The thing I would like to know is, are any of those homes in the contour where have they received new windows? You get my point? Where I just want to see if we're satisfying the needs of the people, or the people are just being obstinate and just calling in every time they get a plane over their head.
Maura, do we have tech committee next week?
Yes, we do.
Okay, Frank, we'll have that response ready for you.
Okay, no, I just wanted it made available to the residential committee also, because obviously we're the ones that are dealing with the noise and ultimately, the people who complain about noise are going to deal with the residential committee if they live in the contour. So I just want to make sure that everybody is satisfied who should be satisfied. And those that are just complaining just to complain, if we see there's a cluster, maybe there's something there. If there's a cluster of homes in a community, maybe there's something going on that we didn't figure in or calculate. Okay, that's all.
Aaron, does that seem typical? Once people get their windows, are they still complaining? I mean, I haven't heard much of that.
Yeah, Chairman, you are correct. Most people are relieved when they receive the sound insulation package. So we'll be able, like I said, we'll be able to report on that to Tech Committee and Frank on Tuesday.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm fully willing to accept that. I'm not arguing the point just to argue. I just want to see if the windows have been effective. That's, I think it's something everybody should be interested in, especially for the future, because this isn't going to end at the end of this window program. If people are still complaining and it's shown that the windows mitigate the complaints, if the complaints stop when the windows go in, then it's incumbent on us to go politically or however we have to do it to get more windows put in. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Does anyone have any other comments? Any other comments, anyone? Nope. Okay, if not, need a motion and second for adjournment.
I'll motion we adjourn.
Second,
We get a roll, please.
Bensonville,
Yes.
41st Ward,
Yes.
Arles Park,
Yes.
Orange,
yes.
Park Ridge,
Yes.
Rosemont,
Yes.
Wooddale,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, we are now adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good holiday for
You
everybody.
too.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. See you.